I want to go over the most recent Tekken patch that just happened. Overall, it nerfed a lot of heat dash launchers and in heat moves with how much heat they take. For reference, you have 900 max when you hit a heat engager, and if you use heat burst, you have 600 heat. To keep that in mind. Alyssa, up forward 2, no longer heat dash launches. Armor King, crouch dash 1+2. His poison breath takes 600 heat up from 240. Anna, chaos judgment 2-1 and 3+4, no longer heat dash launch, and bazookas do less damage. Asuka, sidestep 2, no longer heat dash launches. And in Nani wa Gusto, forward 1+2, and while running 1+2, no longer tornado on normal hit. And Nani wa Gusto, forward 2 1+2, takes 600 heat up from 300. Azucena, back 1-1-2, back 2, and Libertador 1-2 have had their properties changed on hit. Libertador, down 3+4, takes 240 heat up from 210. And forward 4-4 and Libertador 2, no longer heat dash launch. Brian, forward 2, Mach Punch, no longer launches on normal hit. Clive, Phoenix Shift 2 1+2 does 10 less damage. Clyde, Starburst forward 1+2 1+2 takes 600 heat up from 240, and Starburst down back 1+2, no longer tornadoes. Devil Jin, in heat Hell Sweep 4-3 takes 600 heat up from 210. And Crouch Dash 1+2 1+2 takes 600 heat up from 210. Morning Crow, his Command Grab 1+2 takes 600 heat up from 300. And back 2-4 and Morning Crow 2-2 no longer heat dash launch. Dragunov, both versions of his shoulder while standing 1+2 and QCF 1+2 no longer heat dash launch. Eddie, in heat 3+4, no longer tornadoes on normal hit, QCF 4 does 10 less damage, and 4-4 no longer heat dash launches. Fakumuram, back 3, no longer heat dash launches, and in charge hold down his rage drive takes 600 heat up from 450. Fang, decisive step 2. No longer heat dash launches. Heihachi, in Wind God's Kame, it can now be throw punished like a power crush, and forward 1+2. No longer heat dash launches. Cloudang, right Flamingo down 4-3 his Hell Sweep takes 600 heat up from 450. In his Black Kite from right stance down forward 3, no longer heat dash launches. And in right Flamingo, his flappy kicks forward 4-4, no longer tornado on normal hit. Jin, forward 3-1, no longer heat dash launches, and Devil Step 1, no longer tornadoes on normal hit. Jack, during Gamma Howl, up forward 3, scales harder. In Gamma Howl 4, in Gamma Howl 1+2, no longer heat dash launch. In Gamma Howl 1, now takes 600 heat, up from 210. June, in Genjutsu, during heat, her Hell Sweep takes 600 heat, up from 450. And Mirar 2, no longer heat dash launches. King, down back 1+2, 2, no longer heat dash launches and does less damage. Kazuya, back 4 and back 1+2, no longer heat dash launch. His in heat Hell Sweep takes 600 heat up from 300, and he's less advantage on hit. Same thing goes for his just normal Crouch Dash 1. Kuma and Panda, their Hell Sweep takes 600 heat up from 450. And Kuma and Panda's back 1+2, no longer heat dash launch. And Panda's in heat down back 1-3 takes 600 heat up from 300. Lars, limited entry 1 takes 600 heat up from 300. And Dynamic Entry 3+4 takes 600 heat up from 300. Both have been nerfed in damage by 5. And then Dynamic Entry 1-2 and Silent Entry 1 no longer heat dash launch. Law. DSS can now be throw punished like a Power Crush. In Heat Nunchucks no longer Tornado on normal hit, so that's his 1+2. Counter hit 1-1-1 and counter hit back 1-2-2 no longer heat dash launch. Lee. Down forward 3+4 no longer guarantees a follow-up and does 5 less damage. And counter hit down forward 3-2-3 and Hitman 1-1-1 no longer heat dash launch. Leo, back to 1+2 no longer heat dash launches. In heat, down back 3-1 1+2 now takes 600 heat up from 400. In his in stance 4 1+2 now takes 600 heat up from 300. Leroy, down back 1+2 and Hermit 1+2-1 no longer heat dash launch. Lydia, Cat Stance 3 no longer heat dash launches. They should have hit Lydia more, all I'm saying. Lily, Feisty Rabbit 4 takes 600 heat up from 300. And 3+4 and Douglide 2-1 no longer heat dash launch. Miari Zo. Moringi Moroso 1-2 no longer heat dash launches. Moringi Moroso 4-3 1+2 takes 600 heat up from 450. And up 3-2 no longer tornadoes on normal hit. Nina, all of her guns, every single variation of them does less damage. I don't know how much because I forget how much they did last patch, but they all got hit in damage pretty considerably, all things considered. And then Paul, my boy, forward 2 and forward 4 no longer heat dash launch, and this one hurts because I crutched forward 2 a lot. Reyna, Heaven's Wrath can now be throw punished like a Power Crush, and her in stance Hell Sweep now takes 600 heat up from 240. Oh, it's 300. Raven, his while standing 3-2 and forward 3-4 are said to take more heat, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe that's a typo. But 1+2 and while standing 3+4 no longer heat dash launch. Steve, Lionheart can now be throw punished, but I don't know who the hell is throwing Lionheart, I'm gonna be honest. And apparently his Power Crush has some tracking issues which got fixed. I never did that, so I can't comment on that. And Victor, Perfumer 3, his knee no longer heat dash launches. Xiaoyu, Hypnotist 3 now takes 600 heat up from 300 from 2 steps and 450 from 3 steps. Except from 3 steps it regains heat, allowing her to use it more than once, which they nerfed a move by making it take more heat, but it regains heat. So I don't know what the direction of that was. Yoshimitsu, Manji Dragonfly 1 now takes considerably more heat, 240 from 90, and both of his back 2s, so back 2-2 and Mutua no Kiwami, back 2-2, no longer heat dash launch. Zafina, Scarecrow 2-1, no longer heat dash launches, and Scarecrow down back 3+4, her Hell Sweep now takes 600 heat up from 240. So overall, this patch made heat dash launchers just give a single move from a knockdown, no longer giving a full combo. And a lot of like in heat Hell Sweeps that are super strong and in heat, like basically heat smashes, take 600 heat up from, you know, whatever it was before, 240, 350, 450. Meaning you only get to use these moves once from Heat Burst. And you're actually rewarded for landing a Heat Engager, so you are able to use these moves more often. Now, I say rewarded, these Heat Engagers are really strong in this game, obviously. But it rewards not just hitting 2+3 and getting an armored plus on block mid, right? You are actually rewarded for playing the game and landing moves, which I think is a great step in the right direction. It's a small step in the right direction, but we're getting somewhere, and I think that's a good thing. So, and I just want to add one more thing, that it was really hard making this because I wanted to make it as quick and concise as possible. And if you could tell, I was stumbling over my words kind of because I was trying to get as fast as possible. I wanted to waste no time, which I think I did a really good job on. For my first ever video, I think I did pretty good. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for sticking to the end, and goodbye.